That means it sold 1 million fucking copies, right?
Whoa.
Yes. And selling 1 million copies back then wasn't easy to do. This is before the internet, you know? And we were watching Shaggy Two Dope live with my manager, Billy Bill, wherever Billy's at out there. Billy's somewhere in the house. Billy Bill and Shaggy were living in Hamtramck. And me and my boys went to Hamtramck to his house to watch the Red Wings win the Stanley Cup. Anybody remember that? Yeah. 1997. And if you remember back then, you remember when your major team won, like if the Tigers won or the Lions won or anything like that won, they fucking partied in the street hard. They would rock, they would turn cars over. They would run into party stores and grab, all the shit off the shelves and then run out. It was insanity.
Yeah, this guy said when the Lions win.
Well, there was this year in 97. We were all watching the game at my boy's house at Shaggy Two Dope and Billy Bill's house, watching the game. And the Red Wings won the Stanley Cup. And we jumped in that we had a cargo van, Colt Cabana. All right, we used to have vans painted up like the Riddle Box, like the Riddle Box album. And this was now the Malenko album. So the Riddle Box album was neither here nor there, but we had the vans still. So we had one of the vans, it was no longer a Riddle Box van, it was just a van. And we took that van out that night when the Red Wings won the fucking Stanley Cup. I'm trying to tell y'all stories I've never told before. We were celebrating hard. We were drinking, we were drunk, we were wilding, and the whole streets were insane. Like there was back-to-back cars all up and down Woodward going downtown. The streets were like a parade. It was madness. News cameras everywhere, insanity everywhere. Do y'all remember what it was like back then? Yeah. They used to tear shit up when they won. I don't know if they still do. They might still do it. But I know they used to do it. And me and Shaggy were in this cargo van with all our boys, and we started wrestling on the top of the van. Like he body slammed me on top of the van. And of course, the top of the van caved in a little, and everybody cheered. Like all the people watching, they were like, and other people in the other cars were like, oh, that was dope. So then we started power bombing each other, suplexing each other. Finally, we were having a full-on, all-out wrestling match on top of the van. You know what I'm saying? And this is all out. And then they put the police helicopter, the spotlight on us. And every move we were doing, all the streets and all the other cars were cheering. It was all about what was happening on top of the van. And the whole van and the whole top of the van was caved in like that. You know what I'm saying? Totally crushed in. And when I think about that now, I think about that sight. If anybody remembers that sight with the police helicopter light on us, the spotlight on us, and all the people cheering and all the people wilding out, does any of them realize or care that that was the insane clown posse doing that shit to each other on top of that? I don't think anybody knows that. No, that's fresh to me though. Because in case they might remember that and be reminded of it, I think they would be interested to know that was us.
Like, how many people do you think, because they were celebrating the Wings winning, right?
Yes.
So the streets were so packed.
Yes.
So basically, your match was bigger than Hogan and Andre in Detroit. There were more people watching you two. Am I right? You basically outdrew Hogan and Andre in Detroit.
Maybe a little something. But I'm going to go ahead and give it to Hogan and Andre.
Just like Hulk Hogan, you were also in Metallica, right?
That's what I'm saying. It was close. It was close.
For sure, people like remember those two fucking fucks on like, and now you piece it together. That information needs to get out there. Spread the fucking word. That was ICP on that van in that night.
That's right.
Fuck you, Steve Eiserman. Violent J's got you.